Okay, welcome everybody to the second edition of Fish Off the Pitch. Undefeated Lobo coach Jeremy Fishbein. I'm Richard Stevens, the senior writer for GoLobos.com. Coach, 7-2. You have to be happy with the 7.
Good start. Yeah, it was a great start. Now our focus is on Friday's game. Sure, it's a cliche, but we've kind of put that one behind us, and we're real excited to get back out on the field in 2 days.
Well, let's look back on it a little bit. I know last year, maybe the last couple of years, you had established scorers in Blake Smith and Devin Sandoval, and you got some dynamic offensive players, but you still had to see them score. You had to be happy to see the way they attacked the ball.
No, it was great. First game, we were okay in the exhibition matches. We didn't really have all our top guys on the field at the same time, and we put a real good lineup, pretty potent attacking lineup, out for the opener against Villanova, and we had 3 guys get 2 goals each, so you got to be happy with that. And the 7th goal came from Riley McGovern. So anytime you get 7 goals, you're pretty happy, real happy.
Yeah, first goal of the season came from James Rogers off a corner kick. You call that a set play? Is that considered a set play?
Yeah, it's a set piece of sorts. Corner kicks, that's something you work quite a bit on. Different options, people to look for. The delivery is really important. Michael Calderon was very good on all our set pieces in the opener, and James got on the end of it and put it away for the first goal of the season. So it was, I think, it was a good thing. Good thing for James, get him on the score sheet early, and definitely important for us. Anytime you can get a goal in the first half, get the other team defending a bit.
Now, I've watched Lobo soccer for years, going back to coaches before you. I thought that was one of the. I was extremely impressed with the intensity, the ferociousness that you guys attacked the ball. Was that different than what you saw in your exhibition games?
Yeah, that was a lot different. I mean, the exhibitions are just that. They're exhibitions. There's not the same kind of demand on the players. We're looking at players, see combinations. We had an idea that this was going to be the lineup we were going to place throughout the preseason, but we kind of took the approach that the exhibition games were an opportunity to really get a good look at everyone. And I think you can approach them in different ways. You can put your best team out there for the lion's share of the minutes right off the bat, or you can kind of ease your way and take more of a holistic approach and get everybody to play and get their feet wet. And that was kind of how we handled things. And we didn't know what to expect entirely in the first game, because those guys hadn't played significant minutes together. But they were ready and pretty happy from an offensive standpoint.
Oh, they played at an extremely high level of aggressiveness. However, Coach, as you know, in sports, if the other guy doesn't score, you're never going to lose.
Yeah.
You guys get up 1-0. 20 seconds later, they score a goal, and it seems like you see that a lot in soccer. Is that something as a coach you have to fight to have them be intense on defense right away?
I mean, I think you see it in all sports, and it's something you always talk about. The lack of concentration after scoring. Everybody's so happy, and they lose their focus, and it gives a window of opportunity for the opponent. And there was a couple mistakes made on that goal. We missed mark. We didn't get pressure on a service, and then the keeper hesitated a little bit. And yeah, that was pretty frustrating. It's something we work on and talk about. To give up, kind of a rebound goal just like that. Yeah, it was frustrating. But that being said, I thought our guys reacted well, and then we quickly got a grip of the game after that.
Now, I know you got a team with a lot of new faces and a lot of holes to fill. One guy I thought had an impressive game was Riley McGovern. I mean, it's kind of his turn. I didn't even know he was a junior. I haven't seen him that much. It was his turn to kind of step up, and that's what you need from a program and a team, and obviously Riley did it.
Riley was big. He came off the bench. He's a guy that came here. He's from Farmington, New Mexico. He's in his 4th year here. He redshirted a year, so he's got 2 years of eligibility this year and next year. And he was a good soccer player and a phenomenal athlete. I think he won 3 or 4 events in the state high school track championship. And he's a guy who's put a lot of time into his game. He went to New Zealand and played a little bit this summer. He's passionate, and he's extremely athletic. and he got his opportunity and he made the most of it. Had a great goal, a great assist to James Rogers, and he's a guy that we're real excited about this year. He's gonna make an impact on the field.
Mm-hmm. I know. Okay, like you said, that game's behind you. This weekend, you're a ranked team, a team that's well respected nationally. You're going out to play Virginia Commonwealth on Friday, who started the season ranked. You got Georgetown, who's been, top 10. I think maybe they're ranked number 11th now in the one poll. How do you look at a weekend like this? How important is it? How big is it?
I mean, initially the focus is on Friday's game. Of course, as a coach, you make some decisions based on player rotation, keeping guys fresh for two, knowing that you have two games in 3 days. But as a team, our focus is entirely on Friday. That's Virginia Commonwealth, who's an excellent team. Very attack-minded, possession-oriented team. They want the ball. They want to play through you. And it's a team I'm really excited to play against. Very different than the teams we played against in exhibition. Very different than Villanova. And I think if we can be good on the ball, we can be good defensively, we can be compact. We're a team that likes to press. We like to bait teams into playing a little bit. And if they play like that, I think we can be real successful against them. And it's just a great challenge. It's a team that feels our equal on the ball, and those are the challenges our players want, and as coaches you want.
To win championships, you have to win on the road. Do you try to change your mentality or your approach for a road game? Do you try to become more tougher, us against them, or is it the same thing as when you play here in town?
We take a lot of pride in being a good road team, and there's very few distractions, and you can spend a lot of quality time with the guys and focus on the task at hand. When you play here, there's so much going on, whether it be family in town or pre-game, and there's a lot of distractions, and you gotta find ways on the road to take the new challenges. You want to be comfortable with the environment. We've seen the venue. We had played there in 2004. I think Brandon Moss and I had been there in 2004. Beautiful stadium. Our guys are good on the road. I don't think we really try to change who we are as a team. You have to prepare for a different field dimension, different weather. But I think our focus on the road is there's also an advantage. We're training at 5,300 feet, and you're going down to sea level. So whether it's a psychological or a physical advantage, I think it's a physical advantage to some degree, but more so it's a mental advantage that our guys are like, man, we've been training at altitude. We're just going to have big lungs and be able to run all day, and they love playing top opponents. So it's I think it's all good.
So can you yell louder when you get more oxygen in your lungs, or your voice going to carry farther?
Man, I don't know. Try not to yell too much.
You don't yell at the guys, right?
I think the yelling's done at practice. My philosophy is the game is their opportunity to play, and it's their game. Our work is done during the week, and if we do a good job preparing them, and we have good leadership on the field, they're ready to take care of their business.
Okay, that's the second edition of Fish Off the Pitch. Tune in to GoLobos.com for complete coverage of Jeremy Fishbein's soccer team and all the Lobo sports, and thanks for tuning in.
Thank you, Richard.